So I feel that Simon Jordan underestimated Mr. Eddie Hearn. I thought Eddie Hearn won comfortably. He had great knowledge of his own sport that he works in, Mr. Eddie Hearn. Simon was using all these posh words that wasn't getting him out of trouble. You know, it wasn't working. Eddie put him in his place, and Simon had to call for the defamation police to come to talkSPORT Towers and arrest Mr. Eddie Hearn. They were stopped downstairs and didn't make it up because Eddie apologised. But I think if you look at the picture that's going around of Simon, Jim and Eddie, Eddie's grinning with a lovely smile, and Simon, with his orange fake tan on his face, looks very, very upset. Hey. So great win. And if I get a court letter for saying fake tan about Simon, then I'll see him in court.
Defamation police are coming after you as well.
They're on the way.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Everyone on my Twitter will be in court. The way they speak to me. Honestly.
Yeah, they would, wouldn't
they? Court every day, me.
I think you summed it up nicely there. Well done.
Who were you rooting for, Laura? Before we started? Interesting for you, isn't it?
It is interesting for me because honestly, they're both my friends, and I really like both of them. And so I was.
Who's better in the gym on the stepper? You've seen Simon on the stepper, haven't you?
I've seen Simon on the. No, Simon likes the spin bike.
And the cross trainer.
And the cross trainer, like this with his hair going all over the place. Eddie is more of a jogger. Okay. I've been jogging with the Matchroom lot before. I didn't have really a dog in this fight because they both represent different things in my life, and I really like both of them. But also I've got monumental respect for both of them. Yeah. I was just fascinated to hear what they had to say about it, because the parts that I wanted answers to as well, the Conor Benn stuff, I think that Eddie did have to stand up and take some really hard questions about that when he came on our show. There wasn't a lot he could say legally, so you can't really have that much of a debate when there's legal things going on. But I also thought that Eddie controlled the narrative in terms of what actually happens in the world of boxing when you're the one putting the deals together, you're the one speaking to UKAD, the British Boxing Board of Control as well. That is experience that only Eddie had in that room. So
he was honest as well, wasn't he, Eddie? And he was honest about the Conor Benn situation of. Yeah, I'm going to find him fights. If that's Pacquiao or Kell Brook, whoever it is, Chris Eubank Jr., he's going to still get him them fights out of the UK.
I saw someone say on Twitter that Eddie won the intellectual battle, but Simon won the moral battle. And I thought about it for a while because I was like, well, yeah, because obviously, like when you're talking about drugs in boxing, there's only really one winner there, and you cannot take drugs in boxing. But it's such a nuanced subject. I thought they both did really well.
Yeah. Eddie got a bit personal. Eddie had his ace ready, didn't he? He had his ace ready. He was like, "I'm going to use that when I need to," and he used it.
It was excellent, honestly.
Great radio.
If you missed it as well, you can actually you can watch on YouTube the whole thing back. I actually did it this morning for the first couple of sections, and it is excellent. So yeah,
you get a better feel for it, don't you, when you see them on video?
When you see their reactions and their face, because some of Simon's facial reactions are just brilliant. They were so good. Simon is back on air at 10 a.m. with Jim White and Danny Murphy, by the way.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods, Monday to Wednesday mornings 6 till 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.